inspired them to live a better life, or, whatever the message was like, oh my God, I did it.
Oh, yes.
Like, I can't believe this has actually happened. And the people that have come out and said, like, I met this person at your event, and we made this connection. I actually spoke at somebody's event, that they created the event because they came to my event and decided at my event they were going to have their own event.
Now, isn't that amazing that you were at someone's event 2 years before that and thought, this is what I'd like to do. And
Right?
Now you're changing the next life. You're saying,
Yes.
okay, I would like to do that. So
It's
you're
the
taking
ripple
it.
effect.
Yeah, it is. You're taking the step ahead, and they're going, hey, Bailey, I did this because of you. But that wasn't your intention to get that credit and that like stardom from them. And they go, oh my God, it's because of Bailey. But isn't that great that they did? Because you don't even know what direction that took them in. So
yeah,
that's great.
And I mean, for me to put it out there that I wanted to inspire someone, the idea of that is I wanted to make an impact on our planet, in our society. I wanted to make an impact, a positive impact. And for someone to come out and say, you did that, it's the most amazing feeling.
Isn't it? And now you've had that one person say that. And now
Yes.
I believe you've probably had a lot of people say that in the meantime. But
Yeah,
it's the first one that is the most impact, where you go, oh, I love this text. I'm going to take a picture of this text and keep this text forever until
Totally.
you have a lot of texts. And yeah.
I have a wall full of, do you remember at the event that we met at, we had the sticky notes?
Yes. Yeah.
So I've been asking people to write love notes to each other at my events.
That's so
And
great.
ever since then, I have this board that's just full of colorful sticky notes of words of like thank you words, inspirational words, anything that you can think of is on there. And it just
reminds you.
It makes my heart so happy.
It's a reminder. Yeah. And, over the years, it could get to be the ricketiest old board full of multicolored posts, but it's going to have pride of place somewhere in your office, in your kitchen, or somewhere where you go, I need that to be out. And you're going to be like a 90-year-old, and the kids are going to say, Grandma, we don't need that board. Bring Grandma Bailey's board. She needs that over by her chair, please. She needs the reminder. And they'll be like, that board's from the millennium. Yeah, bring it. That's from 2017. Thank you. Bring it over. So honestly, there's just different things that I've kept over the years as a reminder. And you read something and you go, oh, I remember that. And that was such a big impact at the time. But it doesn't stop being amazing years later. There's different things that I've got as different stories, but that I look at and I go, oh, I remember that time that happened. Isn't that great? Because it sticks with you when you've had an impact on people. So you've managed to get into the exercise back then. You managed to get your nutrition. Tell us what that went into. So I know we talked about how in those 3 months, you made a big impact personally on yourself and everything that you felt with your food, your nutrition, your energy. Where did that go? Because tell us about the rest of that 5-year journey.
Yeah. So after that program was over that I had very first invested myself into, I went through the ups and downs of going through meeting all the people through the program and watching them on Facebook. And I knew that I wanted to continue on with it, but I didn't know what way to go about it. And I actually had a girlfriend who was taking our local CrossFit class. She was doing a program there, and I wanted to learn more about it, but it was kind of like, I don't really know if that's for me. I don't know if I'm that person. And I couldn't get it out of my head. It's like the event. I couldn't get it out of my head that I wanted to try. And then another girlfriend of mine was at that very first event that I held. And I said to her, I really want to try CrossFit. And she said, how can I help you get there?
Good.
And the next Monday we went, and we just celebrated our anniversary with it, which is hilarious.
Excellent.
But I started CrossFit, and I thought that there was a certain person that you had to be in order to join the gym or join CrossFit or join whatever. And it turns out there
isn't one. I'm so glad. Like things that you're saying to me, I've told people for years, just get in there, get in the room.
Yeah.
Just get in the room, because there's all sorts of people in there. People have this whole image about gyms that it's full of these fabulous people with like peacocks walking around in the mirrors. Oh my goodness. It isn't. It's full of people everywhere. But people you're going to see out in the street or out at school, out at home, out at the community centre, anywhere. they're just in the gym trying to better themselves and their lives, just like you. So
Yeah.
I really try and convince people to get. They say, "Why is it your happy place, Sarah?" I hate the gym. I said, "You didn't stay long enough, or you didn't find the right gym."
I was going to say, you didn't go to the right place.
You didn't go to the right place.
It's also my happy place.
It is. You need to get to the right place. So that's why. So you found CrossFit as your thing.
I found CrossFit. And you know what? It's not, it doesn't matter to me if you join CrossFit, if you join yoga, I don't care what you join. If it makes you happy,
find your thing. That's what I think. Find your thing.
You know what? You will not ever find me running unless it's from a bear.
Unless the fire, if there's a fire. Run, Bailey. There's a fire.
Run, because, yeah. That running is not my thing, but I would never disrespect someone who running is their thing. You know, if it makes you happy, if it lights you up, do that thing.
I agree.
Do more of it.
And you've got to try different things. People think they don't like exercise. Then find something else. There's so much exercise to do. Go try something else. And you'll find something you go, oh, wait, I think I could do this tomorrow again. Okay, I like this.
And, you know, I feel very, very, very lucky because I do two main activities that I enjoy. The first one is CrossFit. And my trainer is a master's athlete, CrossFit Games person. I don't even know the language.
Okay.
But she's been to the games and she has had an amazing life of accomplishments and achievements in everything that she's done. And I feel very, very grateful that I get the opportunity to train with someone that's that accomplished. And the other thing that I enjoy doing is kickboxing. And my trainer there, our sensei, is a world champion. And so it's like, I feel so grateful and fortunate that we get this.
You get the best of the best training. You get the best training. And also, you almost didn't go. You almost didn't get this advantage to be yours. You almost thought, well, am I the type of person that CrossFits? Now, you are the type of person. From the very first time you walk through the doors, you're the type of person that does CrossFit, because now you've met lots of different people that do it because they found it to be their thing, where they go, oh, I love this.
And, you know, so it started with CrossFit and starting to, you know, I want to try this and I want to learn how to lift more weights and I want to learn some gymnastics movements. And Sarah, I never climbed a rope as a child.
I've seen you climb a rope on Facebook. I know you can climb a rope.
I never climbed a rope as a child. I never did a handstand as a child. I never did any of these things. 30 years old, I can do these things now.
I've seen you. I know it's true.
You know,
I've seen you climb up a rope.
Our listeners, you must go to my Instagram page.
You have to. You can see everything we're talking about. We can see her in effect. Oh, yes. My
favorite thing to tell people is I can do those things, and I weigh over 200 pounds. In fact, I weigh 212 pounds. And when I was able to do them, when I started learning to do them, I weighed 225 pounds.
Yep.
So don't feed me this crap that you can't go to the gym because you weigh too much or you're too big or whatever, right?
Now, one of the points that we talk about in this episode is overcoming perfection and fear of judgment. Talk about that. That seems the perfect point to just talk about that.
Do you have another hour?
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding.
Yes, we have. We could talk like all night now. We're in the flow of it. Thank goodness we're not in one of our kitchens now. We just talk now till midnight. So, tell me about how that...
things that, in everything that I've talked about tonight, judgment has played a factor. The fear of being judged. And it's something that we all deal with. I don't care who you are. We all deal with it in one way or another. And it became a point of, so for example, going to the gym. I'm going to join CrossFit. And then I decided that I wanted to do powerlifting. And I thought, I want to do powerlifting, but am I that kind of person that can do powerlifting? Like in my head, I'm thinking, is society going to say, Bailey, do powerlifting? No, she can't do that. I had that fear that someone might judge me on it. Because they don't know if I can, because I've never shown them that I can. And this is just a recent example of this fear of judgment, but it used to be so much bigger and so much worse. But my solution is, what's the worst that can happen? When I think of something like I'm going to join the gym or I'm going to become a life coach. I'm going to go on this radio show with Sarah Shakespeare. What's the worst that can happen? Am I going to die because I went on a radio show?
Nope.
Nope.
Not at all.
Am I going to say something that maybe is offensive and I shouldn't have said that? Maybe. But what's the worst that's going to happen if that happens? Not much. If I go become a life coach and someone says, Bailey Yeats, a life coach, why should she be doing that? What's the worst that's going to happen? Not going to die. I might learn, I might grow, I might expand, but I'm probably not going to die.
I agree with the expansion bit. That's it. You're going to grow and expand. Definitely.
Yeah. And that's just it. Like, I'll say to my clients, they'll say, well, I want to try that, but I don't know. I'm like, what's the worst that happens if you do? Someone laughs at you? Okay. Why is that bad? What makes that a bad thing? It's changing your mindset around the entire topic.
I agree. Everything you've said there, it's so true. It's just making sure that you can get over that judgment and try it anyway. And you're likely to really, really like it. And even if you don't like it or love it, you've tried it and you've said, okay, that doesn't really suit me to do that.
And now you've narrowed down your focus of what works for you or what doesn't work.
But unless you try it, you're not going to know about that. Now, if we would like to get a hold of you, Bailey, what's the best way to get in touch with you, to talk to you about your events, talk about coaching with you, and things that you've got coming up? Tell us every single way that we can get a hold of you.
Well, you can, Facebook is kind of my thing.
Okay,
and
good.
Facebook and Instagram. So you can find me at Bailey Yeats on Facebook. The actual URL is facebook.com/I am Bailey Yeats. You can find me on Instagram with the handle at Bailey Yeats. You can go to my webpage, www.baileyyates.com. That would be Yates as in Yeats, not the other way with the...
Good, I'm glad you did the spelling, because I was going to say, get it spelled correctly. Yes.
Yeah,
good.
That's how you spell it. Honestly, if you have any kind of fear or, there's something that's stopping you from going to the gym or from deciding that you want to start on this path, on this journey, go and look at my videos on Instagram and see that you don't have to be this stereotypical size, whatever, to be at the gym or to do these kind of things. And you can have goals just like everybody else. And you know what? Sometimes you might even be better than the other people at these things because of what you weigh or whatever, right?
Yes. Well, thank you, Bailey. You've been the most amazing guest tonight. I knew that you would be. You saw what I said at the beginning. I find you very interesting in what you've achieved and what you continue to do. And I know the listeners are going to be very, very happy with what they've taken away tonight. And we've left all the details for them to get in touch with you if there's something that they would like to do with you or attend your events or work with you and just find out more of your story. And you've talked a lot about your Instagram and Facebook. So I know they can go and watch all of the videos that I've seen you do and all the achievements. Even your 2-minute videos are good where they're quick and you can see everything you've been doing and it's great. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. It was an honor.
Great. Thank you so much. So that was a wonderful show tonight. Really happy to have Bailey on with us this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I do love doing this show. We have so many great guests that come on and I hope that you take more away than what you arrived with. So my goal is to help you create a life that you love. If you need to speak with me, if you'd like to email me at sarah@sarahshakespeare.com. You can talk to me on Messenger. On Instagram, I'm Shakespeare Sarah. And of course, on Facebook, I'm Sarah Shakespeare. If you'd like to talk to me about one-to-one coaching, group training, I train men and women. It's up to you whether you'd like to go one-on-one or into a group. So you can contact me about anything. I do videos mostly every day on Facebook. If you want to follow me on Facebook and have a look at what I have to say, I do 2-minute videos each day of just different subjects that I want you to think about on that day. So do get in touch with me if you'd like to talk to me. I'll be back next Tuesday with my next guest. Looking forward to that. So thank you for tuning in this evening and I will talk to you next week. I can do anything. I can